I decided to head back to the PCT, taking a long weekend, flew out, got to Lion's Den, saw Mockingbird, where she has been hustling up to get to this point, and then I signed my name on the Hart Pass PCT 2025 wall there. You could see me rock and roll 10-1 of 25. And then basically was ready to go.
Good morning. Holy cow. I'm back on the PCT, or getting close to it. Basically flew in last night and drove 200 miles to get here from Seattle. And I am at the legendary, see there, Lion's Den. There's my truck. And just pretty much got my pack all set up, ready to go, waiting on Mockingbird, and then we're gonna hit the trail. So I will keep you posted. And October 2nd already, crazy. But here's a little bit of a recap of what this looks like. There's where you sign up at, little tent area here. You got all these hiker clothes. People just decided just to leave their trekking poles here. So the goal here is to get to the Canadian border, turn around, come back. And people set their tents up. There's a lot of hiker supplies here. Everyone's getting rid of everything, so they don't want to carry it, which I don't blame them. Yeah, but this place is definitely very neat. And very glad I got to see it. So I'm gonna go get a breakfast sandwich and then head out.
So there's the line at Lion's Den. We put everything together. We got ready. And then we headed out to the PCT. Boy, was I excited to be out there finally at Lion's Den at Hart's Campground. And look at that, right off the gate, we saw a nice grouse. We met some new friends. Mockingbird had been hiking with them for a while. These guys were from France, and they were very, very cool to be with. So there it is, Hart's Pass trailhead, right there. Weather was a little overcast, a little bit chilly, but the scenery was unbelievable right out of the gate. So the plan was to essentially hike 30 miles to the northern terminus, touch the border, and then head back. Here we go.
Talking about stories, you know, what everybody's doing when they leave the trail.
Yeah? Well, you don't see the colors like you do when you're out on the East Coast, Vermont and stuff, as far as the peepers, but look at these reds. I mean, this is beautiful foliage bumping out here in the beginning of fall, and very cool, pretty.
as we continued down to our trek to the northern terminus, one of the best things that we were able to witness was to see other hikers that were coming back that we had met. There's Big Yellow, also known as another name that I'll put in my comments. But that's the beauty. We're walking, we all have something in common, and we get to see and reminisce of some of those past times over the last 5 months of our journey. Such a special time, and I'm so grateful to be out here once again. Look at that U-shaped valley, beautiful glaciation. Here we go. Way to go, way to go.
Enjoy.
Yep, you too. Well, just going through, and it's so fun watching these people that have finished. And as we walk by, we're high-fiving each other. And it's just fun stuff. And as I was saying, you know, most of these kids are pretty young and their beards are thick, and unlike mine, I go home and shave, get it all dialed in for work. But it's just so exciting. Till people do a through hike, they have no idea. And I can honestly say I haven't done one yet, so I will do one when the time is right. Over now. These birds were amazing. They loved to sit there and gravel right on top of the trail. You'd really have to push them for them to take flight. But that day we got over 17 miles, had a great campsite, and then woke up in the morning with only 13 miles to touch the border. Good morning. Wow, look at that. It is frosty out, but beautiful. Below freezing, got a lot of condensation, a lot of snow in the tent. All right, gonna get my food bag that I hung up. Get some coffee in me. I'm gonna start this day. Alright, I'll be in the tent warming up. Over and out. Good morning. It is day, how many number for you, Mockingbird?
155.
155, and I'm like 125 or something, I don't know. But I'll double check. On the Pacific Crest Trail 2025, and it is Frosty the Snowman in here.
It is.
We got condensation and ice all on our tent. We got below 30, and you know what happens when it's below 32? It freezes.
Yes, it does.
We are that smart of hikers. In any event,
We stayed warm. We're smart.
yeah, we're gonna get going. We're gonna touch the border today. Today's a big day, huh, Mockingbird?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get a hiking. And I just love this Mockingbird. All right, over and out. We're having mashed potatoes and beef jerky and Pop-Tarts and coffee for breakfast. Yum. Hiker Box special. Over and out. Here's some more pictures of the U-shaped valleys that I was witnessing throughout this entire day. And look at this sky just blowing up for me first thing in the morning here as we continued our trek to the northern terminus of the Pacific Crest Trail 2025. Truly beautiful and truly amazing.
Good morning. Wow. It is frosty out. Everything froze up below 30. Wow. And off to touch the border. So excited. Just had some breakfast. Had some coffee, hung food. We're leaving the tent. So we're slack packing. We need to do about 26 miles today there and back. So we got a lot to do. A little bit before 8 o'clock. Took a while to get going, but everything was just cold. High today's only like 42, 45, but beautiful clear skies till this afternoon, some clouds. So should be a good day of hiking. A good day to touch the Canadian border on the Pacific Crest Trail 2025. Today marks my 125th day on trail for this calendar year. And getting ready to rock and roll. Hi! All right, over and out. All right, just before 9 o'clock and I'm already at Woody Pass. So I basically came from way over there, probably just about a little under 3 miles. And there's about 11 left now to the border. Oh, look at that view. Oh, so a little bit gradual up for the next 3 miles. Nothing just like that. And then it's all down after that. So 3 miles up, about 11 miles then to the border. But I am so blessed to be able to do this on October 3rd and get these weather conditions. I mean, granted, it's cold, but it's not raining. There's no snow, and got a nice light pack. Wow, look at that. Here goes 11 miles. All right, just got done getting to that beautiful viewpoint, as you can see right here. A little bit less than 8 miles to get to the border. And it's pretty gradual going down. And we did that in about 2.5 hours. Approximately 6 miles. So moving at a better clip with basically not a lot of weight on the back, which is the whole reason why we're gonna have this huge day today. 27 miles. So. Wow, look at that. Beautiful hawk red tail. All right. got no pulse, so I'm gonna put the phone away and keep you posted. Wow, look at that glacial tarn right above this huge cirque. It's a little glacial lake, middle of this stuff. Beautiful.
Well, you could see I am very happy and cannot get enough of this awesome day so far as we continue north. Beautiful rock formations, some really cool conglomerate. Look at Mockingbird checking out the conglomerate. These big, large pebble clasts that are sitting in the matrix of that rock. It was almost like a countertop. The sun was up, we're moving north, and look at that. There's little markers that show how many miles you have left till you get to the border. There was marker mile 8. There's that glacial tarn, which is a lake that had been carved out of a glacier after it left. There's some really cool bedding. There's a little critter that was just making a lot of noise. There was a big rock slide right there. There's marker 5. Look at that. So cool. 5 miles to the border. The countdown has begun. They started this, someone did, back at mile 9. And here is mile 5, miles to the Canadian border. Here we go. All right, there is the 3-mile marker indicator. 3 miles left to the northern terminus. Trail's been pretty much like this for the last 4 miles in this nice little valley going down to the border. So we have, again, 3 miles. Then we're gonna have lunch and turn around and come back. So, beautiful day, beautiful trail. Did already over 10 miles. Hi, congrats! All right, 2 miles to the border. And boy, oh boy, it turned out to be just a perfect day to hit the northern terminus. Look at this. Trail's beautiful. Got these beautiful mountains. Look at that peak up there. Boy, am I sure lucky to be out here. Thank you, Lord, for giving me this day. And I'm gonna plug in some battery power. Gonna chill out for a second and then hit the border.
Oh my gosh, it's right there?
Yeah, we got a checkered flag.
Is it time to start the race?
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Yay!
Thank you. You too.
Holy cow, look at that.
Woo!
Awesome.
Me too. Me too.
How you feel?
Oh my gosh. I have no idea. Awesome.
Yeah,
This is so exciting.
you made it.
So how are we jumping? Okay, hold the Canadian flag. Okay.
Look at, they have a little finish flag here for those.
Okay. And then 3 jumps like between those 2. This is bad. You get one shot.
You get one shot. How much?
Pulse.
What?
My pulse.
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
hand.
Thanks. Okay, so how much am I bending my knees?
As much as you're comfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I go pee in Canada?
Yeah. All right. Just touched the terminus. It's been a nice hour plus talking, having stories. And now heading back. So got a little John Prine on, as you can hear. And gonna keep on hiking 1 mile at a time. Over and out.
The victory was celebrated by some IPA boot jack from Icicle Brewing Company. Check out these photos and the excitement we had.
Good morning, day 126, as I continue to work in completing the Pacific Crest Trail. Today, I only have about 17 and a half miles to get back to the car. Yesterday was an epic day, day 125, where I did over 27 miles, basically to get to the southern boundary and back, northern boundary, and then stopped, had a tent set up at Rock Pass, and then I woke up to some snow, some rain, one of those mornings where everything was sort of damp, but real cozy. Had a little leftover Tito's. I mixed us some electrolytes last night with that, and it was very tasty, and I think 27 miles would have been enough to make me sleep, but it definitely didn't hurt. So, yeah, just talking to people, learning about their journey. Everyone's excited to be done, so it's good to be part of that. And only got about 15 left, already got 2 miles in, so gonna keep on enjoying the day. Today's Saturday, and we're gonna jump in the car and head back towards Seattle. Get some good food, and then we're off on our planes tomorrow, back home. So this is day 126. I'm not making any miles, but this is part of what I got to do to, you're not allowed to cross the Canadian border. So, this part will be done. And I was so happy to be able to do it with Mockingbird and be part of the through hike for so many people that started at the same time we did. So saw some of the original folks, and the weather's starting to really turn. So it's good time to be done. October. All right, we get on the trail. Keep you posted. All right, just came up the bottom of that, which is a nice steep little climb, but it's this cool little ridge. Like, I'm on the peak of it right now, and now I go completely down it. So it's a big up and down. Look at that big guy. So just had lunch, saw a rainbow, saw more hikers heading towards the Terminus, which is fun, and it is snowing. So the sun did come out for our lunch, and it went away pretty quick. So here we go. Got about 4.8 to the trailhead, and it's just a couple ups and downs. That'll be it. Weather's just going in and out. So, all right, heading down this ridge, and I'll catch you later. Well, they said October is when you want to be done with Washington. Today is October 3rd, and yep, it is snowing. So definitely the northern point of the PCT in Washington, but needless to say, the snows are coming. Wet snow. All right, look at this. Heading down to the trailhead, baby. And we got some beautiful views. And we got Mockingbird behind me. Coming in, baby, too. Look at that. All right, that was a fast pan. All right, just finished the section, getting over to the northern terminus on the PCT. And pushed it hard. Got it done. Felt really good yesterday. But a lot of people, this is the end of their journey. They went 2,655 miles, and this drive and this road is it for them of being completed in one through hike. So congrats to all those folks that are doing that. Congrats to all those folks that decide to do it, make the leap, because it is a leap of faith that you're going to be able to do it. As for me, I'll continue to working on this PCT, and hope to have it done, within that 20-month period as I can. Every day I'm out here is a blessing. I got a new hat too. Look at that hat. Yeah, Mazama, or they say Mazama out here. All right, over and out. I got doing a little trail magic. Gonna take a couple of people to Seattle, help with the gas, and then fly out tomorrow. This is Rick Osborne Jr. with Geology Rocks. Stillwater hiker, aka rock and roll. Today is October 4th. It's a Saturday. Over and out.